Okay, every time that goes off, I'm like, dun, 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 dun. I gotta do a pause. I gotta do a, it's like I gotta do a pose, right? How are y'all doing on this Wednesday? It's a lovely Wednesday, and I'm giving a birthday to my sister Jamaica. I already sent her message this morning. Anybody else who's celebrating a birthday today or during the month of June, I want to give you a birthday shout. That is what I want to open up with. Welcome, everyone, to another edition of Healing is War. My name is Elmira. I am your host. On this podcast, we explore and delve into the shadows, the dark spots that you might encounter on your spiritual journey. And today, we are talking about love is not obligation. And this has come, I was kind of afraid to discuss this, but I got to talk about it because that's part of healing. One of my core virtues, and I've known this since a little girl, is truth. And when the adults around me were not telling me the truth, I knew. I could feel it. I have clear cognizance, like I have an inner knowing. I'm like, something don't seem right here. And so you may have seen my posts where I talked about I did not call my mom on Mother's Day, and I'm okay with it because in the past I felt obligated to do it. So today I'm going to actually outline 11 ways I had to conquer obligation in my life, and this may be your story too. Because this topic comes with a lot of guilt, a lot of shame, especially in the black community. You're not supposed to talk about your mother. You're not supposed to talk about the church. You're not supposed to talk about anything that an elder did because the elder knows better. But you know what I found in my life? I actually look to the younger people for wisdom. My nephews, my niece teach me stuff all day, every day. My students teach me stuff all day, every day. They are 20 years my junior, and I learn from them. First, let's begin. What is love? And this actually reminds me of an In Vogue song. And if you want to listen to that song, definitely listen to this song because as a teenager, my mom had this album called Funky Divas. And on that cassette, because this was back in the day when we had cassettes. It was a song called What is Love? And they were asking, what is love? Love can be a complex thing, but here's my definition of love. Love is unconditional expression for a person. So it doesn't come with conditions. Now, what is obligation? Obligation means you feel like you have to do something. It could be for moral reasons, legal reasons, social reason, familial system reason says you have to, Elmira, give your mom a gift. You have to, said person, listen to this. You got to call your dad on Father's Day. You have to have your abusive father in your life as an adult. Who told you that BS? And this is the BS that has led us to where we are today. And that's why we're healing. That's why healing is war. And you might have to do some courageous things in your life. Stop feeling obligated. You want to feel love, correct? So the first means of showing and expressing love is loving yourself and recognizing when people in your life do not see the real you and they don't even want to see the real you. They may have this idea of what you are, or even for a person like me, I've gone through so many identity shifts in my life. People don't know who I am, and I'm okay with that because we're supposed to spiritually mature. We're supposed to grow. We're supposed to expand. If I was the same damn person I was in high school, I would not like myself. That is not my soul mission. Now, for some people, that may be your soul mission, but that is not me. And there are some people in your life who are not going to have the capacity to go and grow with you through those shifts and changes. They may not be able to deal with the healed you. Let me say that again. They may not be able to deal with the healed version of you because they're so accustomed to seeing you as, and this is what I felt in my family. And for some people, this may be your first time hearing it, but I got to be honest. I felt like everybody always treated me as, oh, that's just little Maria. She's always going to sing. And then once I became a massage therapist, everybody wanted me to give them a damn massage. I'm like, do y'all see me? It's like in that movie. Go see that movie Beyond the Lights. Look it up. It's free on YouTube. The reason the main character Noni was attempting to commit suicide was because she was not being seen as a pop star. Do you see me? Ask yourself, do you see the people in your life or do you only see the version of them? And most of all, do you see yourself? Do you see your current self? Okay, let me get into the 11 ways or identifiers where I noticed I was doing things out of obligation. So this past Mother's Day, I brought that up. I was like, you know what? I don't feel drawn to call my mom, so why should I do it? Oh, because you should. This is what you should do. It's you got to get. Who told us that? People telling us. Because one thing I realized, especially when I moved away from home, I started to recognize all of the stuff that my family tried to cover up. Like how my older brother stopped speaking when he was 17 due to my grandmother's death. And nobody ever got him the help he needed. And now everybody banishes him and says, oh, he's acting out. No wonder he's acting out because the family system is broken. I was one of the ones who can see the sickness in our family system and not fall into it and do the healing work. Maybe that's you. I dealt with not being seen, not feeling approved, being the invisible child. Oh, Elmira always does great. So we don't need to give her no love, no affection, no nothing. I mean, and this is all stuff that came out for me, and people may say, oh, but you had a good life. I did have a good life. So this is not to snide anyone in my family. It's just to speak about my right reality and what got me traumatized, like emotionally traumatized, because a lot of times people think the only form of trauma is physical. Oh, you wasn't beat. You always had food. You was good. You went to church. You did that. Well, that was the problem. Church was part of the problem, and we gonna get to this later. But it I identified some of the stuff going on in my family, like my parents' breakup and all the stuff that was going on. Me and my siblings being pitted against each other. My dad saying this and then my mom saying that. It was just a whole lot of rigmarole. On the outside, it looked very perfect, right? Y'all know them families. You probably in one of them black families. I'm just going to call it what it is. Going to church every Sunday. Oh, they look so pristine. They look so. But nobody talks about the skeletons in the closet. I got to, because I feel everything. No wonder I became a massage therapist. No wonder I'm a musician. I can feel people's emotions and truth. And even when they don't speak it, I can sense what they really mean. Or when they say snide remarks to you, you're like, I know what you mean by that. I just knew. So I wasn't going to do no call, no card, no sending no gifts just because somebody said you have to. So that's the thing I want you to do. Especially with familial relationships. If you know you do not have a current connection with this person, plus you know this person doesn't truly celebrate you or doesn't truly see you, why are you still allowing them into the inner circle of your life? This is for anybody. This could be a friend, this could be an ex, this could be somebody from your old church, somebody from the city you used to live in, somebody from school. Why are you doing that? Okay, that was number one. Number two, I've been feeling intuitively as well. I signed up to go on a Jamaica trip with my siblings, with my sisters and my cousin who is like a sister. paid the deposit in January, but something in me was like, this is not a good idea. I had paid the money, almost $600. So earlier this month, well, last month really, because it's June now, I pulled out. I said I can't do it. My intuition is speaking. And do you know the shoulds were speaking loud about Elmira, this is your sisters. You want to go on the trip. You rarely see them. You live in Atlanta. They live in Virginia. They really want to see you. And then I got to thinking, why do I really want to go on the Jamaica trip? And my intuition is speaking too. Because sometimes your intuition is a signal of what's not energetically effective for you at this stage in your life. Because I'm preparing for other stuff. We got the World Family Experience coming up in August. And I don't even know what's going on. It was just so strong, the feeling of don't go, don't go. You don't need to go. But old me, out of the sense of obligation, was like, but you should go, Elmira. You should go with them. You got to. You got to. They're your sisters. You grew up with them. I had to back out. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your instincts. Listen to your inner voice. Listen to God. The highest version of yourself is speaking to you. Number three, attending certain events. And this has happened over my lifetime, especially as a business owner. I felt I needed to go to this networking event because everybody said, "Oh, it's you're going to get business there or so and so's going to be there." And some of them I just stopped. I said, "Why am I doing this? This is not benefiting me. It's not benefiting my business. Yeah, other people may be getting a benefit from me because that's what always happens because I know I'm the light. I know I do networking well and I'm always sharing resources with people. They getting good stuff out of it, but why am I keep attending these certain events out of obligation? This foolishness. It don't make no sense, right? Ask yourself, what events, what parties, what festivals, whatever it is, what are you attending because you feel like you should? Number four, oh, this was a big one. And I did this last month too. Social media connections. I cleaned up my social media, my Facebook, my Instagram. I dumped people I was not in constant contact with. And what do I mean by this? I had a whole bunch of high school classmates I no longer talk to, college classmates I no longer talk to, business relationships I no longer talk to. I unfriended them. Old me would have said, "Oh, but you need to hold on to them. What if?" Because this is the fear that exists within us when we haven't healed and we don't know the full abundance of God. God is going to send you more people. We're just thinking, and I was thinking, "Oh, I'm going to need those high school friends. Oh, I'm going to need that contact from Nashville. I'm going to need that contact from Virginia." But the realization I had to recognize I haven't talked to these people in years and they were clouding my energy. They were taking up space because this is how stuff works spiritually. Clutter is not just physical, clutter is spiritual. The phone numbers you're keeping in your phone, the emails you're keeping, the pictures of people you're keeping that you don't even like, the connections you're maintaining. You don't even like these folks. They don't even know the real you right now. Yes, y'all hung out 8 years ago. Last year. They don't even know you. So exit. Exit stage left. It's like get out. It's like that movie Get Out. And do you know, I was telling somebody else this. I felt a sense of relief. Like I literally felt weight lift off my body as I was removing people from my Instagram, removing people from my Facebook. I recommend you do this. Go through your subscriptions. This could be your YouTube subscriptions. This could be your email subscriptions. This could even be your auto pay subscriptions. You sitting there paying for something you ain't even used in 2 years. $9.99 a month. Multiply that times 24. $9.99 times 24 equals what? You do the math. You a mathematician. It equals a whole bunch of foolishness that you could be spending on something you really want to do. Love over obligation. Spend time with the people you love. Do the things you love. Pleasure, nature, all of this stuff. My definition of wealth is luxury, pleasure, and nature. Those are my top three things I'm activating right now that I live right now. I go outside. I wear gold jewelry. I got some watches on the way and some more jewelry on the way because that's my means of luxury, one of them. I've been looking at designer handbags because I'm gonna get me one. But delete them social media connections that you know ain't serving you at this version in your life. And this is what the astrology is saying. This is what the cardology is saying. 2026 and beyond. It's time to let go. We in that cycle, the Aquarian age. We not holding on to people, holding on. Just like that song, why you holding on? Hold on to your love. Hold on to the people who matter to you most and let go of the ones because there is going to be some grief, which leads to number five, friendships. I had to let go of some friendships recently and do it boldly because in the past I would just kind of drift away, ghost away. But I learned in 2022 I had to do another friendship breakup because you have to recognize what is right for you, or are you trying to stay in this friendship because y'all have been friends for years? That's what I did with a friend in 2022. I blatantly told her, I cannot be friends with you anymore because where I'm going, building my business to millionaire status, moving with my boyfriend Terrence, I don't feel like you can go with me. Our intentions no longer align. Yes, they aligned for the past 6 years, but right now, where I'm going, I can't have you as a constant in my life. Be bold about stating these things to people, especially if you love that person. They meant something to you, and you know your journey was relevant for the time that you had. It doesn't mean you don't care about them, you're not compassionate. You just know they can't be in your inner circle, or they may not even be able to be in your circle at all. Understand who are your friends, who are the people who resonate with you. It's a hard pill to swallow, believe me, because you want to take, think about it. This is me. I want to take everybody with me. I want to take my siblings with me, everybody from New Kent County, Virginia, everybody from Nashville, but I can't do it. You can't do it either. If you're fully honest with yourself, you got to know this ain't it. This friend got to go. Because you know that friend is calling, it's like the Erica Badu song, Bag Lady. They carrying a weight on you because every time you go speak to them or talk to them or think about them, there's a weight. There's a backpack. There's luggage. You should be free. God wants you to be free, not weighted down. Free yourself. I don't know why In Vogue keeps coming up. I think In Vogue keeps coming up because I want to listen to that full album, Funky Divas, again. I listened to What Is Love last week. But I gotta listen to because they got a song in there called Free Your Mind. Yes. Okay, that was number five. Number six. Okay, this one is huge. And moving to Nashville taught me this big, 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 big. But when I first moved, I felt so obligated. Just because you visit a city, you need to see them. Okay, let me tell you how this runs down. Let's say I go back home to Richmond and everybody finds out. People will get mad at you. Why didn't you come to see me? I didn't know you was in town. You should have told me. We could have went for coffee. We could have went for ice cream. People used to do that shit to me all the time and it would burn me up. How am I supposed to go see all 20, 30 of y'all fools? Y'all ain't even Here's the thing, because you will realize, is it obligation or is it love? Were any of those people contacting you when you was in your new home, when you move? Most of the time, the answer is no. They want to see you when you come to town. Oh, when you come back, can you do? I'm thinking in my head, I sure ain't coming to see you for nothing because you ain't even communicating with me. And you're not a part of my current life. People just think because you going back, let's say I go back to Nashville, I probably ain't gonna see nobody. Like, to be honest with you, unless it's aligned. Now, if it's aligned, I will, but if it's not, I won't. And I used to feel bad and guilty about that. But I have to see them. I'm in town. They miss me. But here's the reality, they might miss me, but I don't miss them. Honesty. Be honest with yourself on your journey because you have developed and grown in a different way. And it is tough because you're like, we shared this thing. You did. It's like going through a divorce. Yes, you and your ex were together, your ex husband, your ex wife. But are you together now? You have the memories. Why do you keep going back? Or why do you keep, just because you in their city, you telling me if you visited your ex's city, you gonna go see him or her for what? What I got to do with you? So why we think we gotta go visit ex friends, ex co-workers, ex roommates? They not my, and it's clear in the term ex. They're not your current. What's happening in the present? On this healing journey, I have been very conscious about what's happening now, what's on my path right now. So just because you go don't mean you got to see them folks. Okay, number 7, I had to get overcome this. And some of these are a work in progress, as they will be for you as well. Sharing sacred information. OMG. I used to be the person who would post so much stuff on social media. I don't post nothing now. I even had a cousin tell me the other week, I've been stalking you. I see that you ain't post nothing on Instagram. I was like, because I ain't posting. Like, to be honest with you, I made a decision. I'm not posting on Instagram till what, October? There might be something in my stories, but as a post, no. There will be stuff on my Elmira Loftin page. Ain't nothing on there. Now there will be stuff on the Healing is War page, the World Family Experience, Sumter and Kent, things like that. But nothing. I'm not doing any new posts because I'm protecting my sacred information. People do not need to know your inner thoughts. Only the people you can entrust with that stuff, your desires, your wishes, they should people be the ones who know. Stop telling everybody your information. Stop sharing your intellectual property. Stop sharing your wins. OMG. They can't even celebrate your wins with you, so why are you telling them? This stuff I found out with some family members. It's okay. They not gonna be, it's okay. They just don't get it. And this is a 5D recognition. Everybody is not on the same path. So stop sharing everything with everybody. It's the same thing. If you know your child is 3 years old and learning their ABCs, why are you giving them calculus? Or if they still breastfeeding, why are you giving them steak? They're not ready. Or they don't know. They don't need to be ready. It's not for them. Stop sharing your sacred information with them. I ain't telling nobody my dreams and desires. The first person that's going to know is Terrence. That's just it. Some people may not be okay with that, but I'm okay with that because I trust that. You got to know who are the person in your inner circle that you can trust with your heart. That's really it. Who can you trust with your heart and in an unconditional way? Like if you told them, I always used to joke about this because it's true. If somebody came to me and said, Elmira, I murdered somebody, I would just sit down with them. I wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, we got to call the police. We got to do. I'm going to listen to them. I'm going to hold space for them because that's what I do as a loving person. I'm not going to judge them. Oh, you killed somebody. You a murderer. You a rapist. I don't need to be talking to you. No, it ain't even that. Know who you can tell certain important things. Number eight, the holidays in general. The last time I went home for the holidays was what, 2024, but I used to feel obligated. Oh, I got to make it there for Thanksgiving. I got to make it there for Christmas. But there was also a period that I didn't feel obligated because I was working retail. There was no way I was going to go. I would always go back home to Virginia in January because at Macy's you had to work. You know, Black Friday and all that, and the store be open till 11 p.m. on the midnight. It's like I couldn't go home, but you all stop feeling obligated every time a holiday. Oh, they having a picnic. They having a July 4th thing. They having a Juneteenth thing. Oh man, I gotta go there for everybody's little birthday party. Little Johnny's birthday. I mean, just everything. Holidays. I gotta be there. I gotta make the. And then you even feel obligated. Let's call this out because you might be the grandma. You might be the mama who's always cooking the meal and nobody helps you, but you do it. You know you in pain every day. Feet all swollen, cooking the green beans, cooking the mac and cheese, 3 pound cakes, but you do it. And then you put a smile on your face when everybody gets to the house. We know you joyful and we know you like to cook, but why do you keep doing this out of obligation? Why don't you ask for some damn help? Get your family to help you with the dinner, the holiday. Stop it. I'm all about self care. Stop abusing yourself. I don't know why that came out because I have this vision because people have told me this. As a massage therapist, people tell me a lot of stuff. Oh, I really don't want to do it. Or I really don't want to go there. Or I really don't want to host. Maybe this holiday, and I'm talking, speaking specifically about Thanksgiving and Christmas, maybe this holiday you actually want to take a trip to Spain. You want to go to New York. You want to be in a hotel with your husband, with your wife. Do it. Take a break. Who said you got to host a big family dinner every. And who even said, let me call this out. I don't know why this is coming out. I think somebody needs to hear this. Who even said you got to cook it? Order that thing. There's so many chefs, there's so many restaurants. You can order, and people love to do this stuff. They love to cook turkeys. They love to prep, because they're doing it. This is their mission. This is their business. Who said you got to cook every year? Order that stuff. Okay, that was number 8. Number 9. Oh, I was like, what in the world did I write down? And this one I'm speaking about my romantic relationship. Just because I did it once doesn't mean I need to do it every time. Let me give you an example. I usually cook here. I cook a lot and I might cook, let's say I make a lasagna or pasta or some dish and it may last us for 2 to 3 nights. I'm cool with that. But there are some days where I tell him, you got to fend for yourself. Like, I'm not doing it tonight. I'm tired. Or we about to order DoorDash, whatever it is. Sometimes we feel a sense of obligation. Oh, because he want me to cook. Or I said I was going to cook. Or I always clean the carpets or something. I'm just giving an example. I always clean the carpet on Fridays. How about you skip a Friday or skip 2 Fridays or hire somebody to clean the carpet? Hire a housekeeper. Oh, I always do this. You feel a sense of obligation. I gotta cut the grass. I gotta I gotta do this in my relationship. I gotta get her a pendant. Every year I buy her a diamond pendant. Did you ask your wife? Did you ask your girl if that's what she really wants? Because she might not want another diamond pendant. She might not want another necklace. She might actually just want to watch TV with you on this anniversary, but you don't even know because you just doing stuff out of I need to do it. Obligation. That's not love. Love is speaking to your partner and saying, what would you enjoy doing? Because we change every day. We are a new person every day. If you don't believe me, look at yourself yesterday and look at yourself tomorrow. You are not the same. Yes, you have the core nature of you, but you're not the same. So you got to talk these things over with your partner, with your spouse, with your boyfriend, with your girlfriend. Ask them. Have a conversation. Because they don't know, and you don't know either. You don't know. Stop it. Number 10, church life. Okay, this one got me big. You know, when I stopped going to church on a regular basis, what year was that? Maybe like, I say it was 2018 to 2019. So that means I pretty much went to church all my life. Now, I don't remember when I was in Norfolk from an infant to age 5, like what our church life was like. But I know when I got to New Kent County, Virginia, we was going to the church because we lived next door to the church, Lebanon Baptist Church. I was always at church every Sunday, singing in the church, serving at the church. Even when I got to college, I was in the Enlightened Gospel Choir. I went to what? The Impact Conference. I was a member of Campus Crusade for Christ. What else? I hosted events at the church, like a marriage forum, where I brought my, well, I spearheaded it, but it was a group effort. We brought my Uncle Robert and my Aunt Bertha down to speak to us. We hosted an event. That's just some of the stuff. I've always been at church. What? A Christmas program. Da 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 da. But 2018, 20, I was like, why am I doing this? This ain't serving my spiritual life. This is not serving my spiritual elevation to be sitting up in here listening to these people. They not really helping me. I'm exited. I'm done. And at first there was a sense of guilt, like, oh, but you gotta go. God don't like, you hearing the stuff in your head that maybe your parents said, somebody at the church, the pastor said, because you can hear it. Because that's what they do, try to guilt you. And that's the thing, because I want to speak about Christianity. Jesus does not guilt. Now, humans guilt. But Jesus Christ, the Christ consciousness, does not guilt anybody. But that's what I felt for not going to church. Oh, you're going to go to hell. You ain't reading your Bible every day. You ain't doing this. You ain't doing this. I am actually living, Elmira's living more of a Christian life than anybody up in that church, but I'm the one going to hell. It ain't make no damn sense to me. I'm like, this don't equate. This some foolishness, some fragnacle bull. Like, what are we talking about? But I had to become comfortable that this is my path. This is my spiritual path. I did stuff like Sacred Woman. I learned about crystals. I got a crystal right here. This one is for, this is Solidite. That's for abundance. I learned about different things, energy work, healing, even the history of Black indigenous people in this country and across the world let me know that Christianity was is a new thing too. But to me, I felt like I was leaving something behind. I've always sung in the choir. I've always done this. What are people gonna say when they find out you not a real Christian, Elmira? You speaking against the no, no, no. It's I've expanded. Have you expanded? Have you grown past what you did at the age of 7? You should. It's a different world. Even the world has changed. So somebody may state, oh, but this is the way we've already done it. The world in 2026 is not the same world in 1976, 1986, 1996. You can look at your children and tell this. Just like that show, it's a different world. You got to exist with the frequency of the times. So, yes, church has shifted, and a lot of churches ain't even following the doctrine. They ain't even I was talking back and forth with somebody on Facebook yesterday, and he said this. Most churches, Christian churches these days, don't even, they're preaching stuff that ain't even in the Bible. So yeah, I don't feel guilty about not. I used to, because I used to feel obligated. Oh, Sunday is for this. No, Sunday is for my peace. And yeah, we do our own version of church here. We watch Reggie Gay. That's a program, it's a gospel music program that comes on here in Atlanta. And I'm okay with that. What's the last one? Money. OMG. Money, money, money. Y'all know my money story. I did a whole episode on money where I've had to deal with some ancestral wounds when it comes to wealth. I also had to learn, well, both sides of this. Number one, my family is not obligated to give me money for stuff that I desire or want to pursue. And then on the other hand, I am not obligated to give my family or friends money just because somebody asks and says, "Hey, you, can you do this? I have my GoFundMe. I need this." Why y'all giving your last? Or you knew you had that obligated for your children's school and now you going over here like a fool. Here we rhyming. You giving your last $50 to somebody's GoFundMe. Yes, that might come from your heart. But if you don't truly have it in overflow, why are you doing this? I had to have this was years ago. I had to have a chat with one of my cousins because she kept asking for the same $25 over and over again. I was like, wait a minute, what is this? Maybe I can assist you with budgeting or learning this because it didn't make sense to me. You consistently, and you know this too. Who are the people you can help when it comes to money, and who are the people you cannot? It's like the parable of the fish from the Bible. You're supposed to teach them how to fish, teach them how to create the money, teach them how to manage their money, to earn more money, to invest the money. Instead of just always giving, giving, giving. I know a lot of people like that. Oh, I gotta give. It's my sister. I gotta give to them. That's my uncle. I gotta give to them. That's my cousin. Oh, my mama asked me for money. She keep asking me for $200 every month. Why you keep giving me? This don't make no sense. So you on the payroll? It would it sound like you got her or him on payroll. For what? I'm asking you because you feel obligated. A lot of this stuff you're doing out of obligation, not out of love. Because if you truly love this person when it comes to money, you might be assisting them in another way through wisdom. Because let's say you own a business, maybe you hire them to work in your business instead of always shelling out money because you may actually have the thing that they need and it's not money. This is one thing I've learned on my money journey because society will have you believe, the collective consciousness will have you believe that more money will solve your problems. That's a lie. You will still be the same person just with 10K, 1 million in your bank, whatever it is. You got $55,000, but you still broke spiritually. That's why people always often lose those large sums of money because they were not ready to hold the money. That's one thing I've learned. So stop giving people money they ain't ready to give, to receive, or hold for a long amount of time because they just keep cycling, looping, 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 looping. I need the money. I need the money. Oh, let me go back to what I was saying. Money does not fix your problem because y'all, do you know what money is? Money is God in action. That's actually a book. And when I started to feel this, humans have misconstrued money. But what money is just an energy. You can see money in a child. You can see money in animals. Consider all the things that money has gotten you. I can look at this background. We got plants, the paintings on the wall, the color of the wall, my outfit. I got this at ThriftCon. The way I did my hair is because of money. And you may say, no, that was your ingenuity. You did the two-strand twist. No, money. I was able to get the gel to slick down the edges. I was able to take the time. That's money. Everything is money. These glasses I got from Warby Parker. Friendship is money. Ability to go on these trips I've taken to Asheville, to Detroit. My business is money. My family is money. And you might say, no, that ain't cash. It's cash. That's a lie because that's what the lie that society, that the matrix told you. That the money is digits or money is the paper. That's not money. Money is the energy that comes from your heart. Money is your connection to source. And when you're directly connected to source and you create with source, co-create with source, more money flows your way. And you will never feel a sense of lack because our birthright is wealth. We've just been tricked out of our wealth. I'll say it again. We've been tricked out of our wealth by people telling you go get a job that does not align with your soul mission, obligation. There go more. Go marry this person just because you had a baby with them, obligation. Go live in this house just because it was grandpappy's house, obligation. Wear this color or join this fraternity or sorority just because all our family members did it, obligation. Go to this school because everybody went to that school. Obligation. Obligation is not love. Those are the 11 things from my own personal experience. Maybe you saw something in your life, and I know this helped you. We always share soul work, and I only have one piece of soul work today because this is going to take you far. It is identify situations where someone tried to discount you. Identify those situations, and it could be something that occurred this year, it could be from 8 years ago, but identify those situations because it will help you see that that was more obligation and not love. Remember, your soul is calling you to greatness. Be a soldier. You are ready for war. We will see you next time. Goodbye.